All right, good morning, guys. Looks like we are having a strong open today in this endless bull market of free money. Or maybe not free money, but easy money. I hope this goes on forever and ever and ever. What do you mean until it doesn't? Why are you guys so bearish? What do you mean until it doesn't? Of course it's gonna go on forever. What the hell are you guys talking about? This bull market will never end. We have entered a new plateau of permanently high valuations. Haven't we heard that before? Exactly, stonks only go up. Anyone who says otherwise is a bear. I really think Tesla is an indicator of this market. Like, if Tesla gets in trouble, I think that says a lot about the speculation money overall. Doku. Yeah, it's setting up. It's been building higher lows for a while now. It's getting tight here. It actually looks pretty good. Had earnings couple of weeks. Oh, this is the one we bought on earnings but took a loss. Yeah. It's in a very tight pace. I think it goes to 300, 350 by January. Or in January. All right. Protein degraders. Okay. Let's see here. QS, that's gonna be an ignore for me today. BNTX. BXT. There are lots of potential setups. There's just a lot of them. But I'm not gonna go crazy out of the gate. I'm gonna be very selective. I haven't decided which ones. Damn, this NVAX is gapping from Friday. Maybe I'll add the GBTC. Look at how aggressively it's been building higher lows. Yeah, I'm short NIO since Friday. Half size. I covered half into the close since it closed kind of strong. Or it didn't close as weak as I would like to, and now it's gapping down, obviously. So that's always nice. Let's see here. Gravy take breakout from flag. No, it had a good setup like 2 weeks ago. This was a good setup. Up here, it's not a good setup right now. Tesla for this week, I'm looking for tight ranges to trade. Long or short, don't know yet. Probably long. I think it's gonna go higher. Blink and Flux, yeah. Is TQQ about good bounce off the 20? Yeah. ENDP, yeah, looks good. Tesla, well, yeah, Tesla's been overvalued since forever. But this time, if you look at the chart, any time frame, it is seriously overextended, man. It's approaching 600 billion in market cap. They just don't have the sales or the cash flow to back it up. I do think this Tesla is in a bubble of its own, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 1,000. But I don't think it's a good long-term investment here. Even if they execute perfectly for the next 10 years, I think, you know, it's not going to be a good investment. But I do hope it goes to 1,000. I really do. It will hit 1 trillion market cap. Yeah, it will. Didn't Volkswagen also hit like 1 trillion in market cap back in 2008 when it had its short squeeze? Wasn't it also like 1 trillion, like for a few minutes? Yeah, guys. In this new world we're living in, trillion is the new billion. It's the new billion, absolutely. This Mara is very strong compared to Riot, weirdly enough. Yeah, well, Ricci broke out on Friday. Today is not the breakout. Friday was the breakout. Peloton breakout? Yeah, I would say so. Looks like a breakout. Guys, Put commentary with tickers. Questions or comment. Just putting tickers out there is spam. CVS and WBA, well, very easy. I just have to look at average daily range and there's nothing there. Focus on fast moving stocks. How do you know they're good plays? The only good plays are the ones that have good momentum and high ADR. CWS and WBA. Well, WA does have a setup, but they're both too slow. So I wouldn't say they're good plays either way. Yeah, I see FSR. What am I supposed to see there? Damn, there's so many stocks breaking out today. You can literally throw a dart and you'll make money. That's the type of market we're in right now. Pretty amazing. Unless you're trading bad setups. IIPR breakout today. I don't see it as a good setup. It had a good setup last week, but it kind of failed. I'm not sure today is a very good setup. Looks like a lot of things are starting to fade for now. A lot of things. APPL. APPL. There is no such ticker as APPL. Yeah, solar stocks are in base building mode. I think the SPWR and those, I think they need the 50-day to catch up a little bit more. BB. BB looks decent, I think. Wow, Silo. What a move. A lot of things are fading. I think it's a good thing. I think if some of these stocks can just go sideways for another day or two, they're gonna be 5-star setups. Like something like Palantir, if it can go sideways here, 26, 28 area for a few more days, it's gonna be a 5-star high tide flag. It's next leg it's gonna go to 40. So I think it's a good thing. AI short, I don't see a setup here. If I'm waiting for the backside of Chris to short, why would I short this thing? It's just a random stock. I'd rather see this thing go to 20 or 30 and then short it on a good setup. Alright, a lot of things are fading, very good. I did buy that Mara, but I got like instantly stopped out. I had like a 10-cent stop on it. 15 maybe. And I also bought Peloton earlier, but this one is holding up, so I'm happy. At least with that one. INAQ, yeah, very thin though. Looks like this fuel cell's fading, taking it off. Like even some of these airlines, like UAL and stuff like that, they're setting up. Interesting. Was apps a good breakout setup? Nope, I don't think it was. It's very loose and wide coming into this. I'm gonna show where apps had a 5-star setup. Here. This was a 5. Look at how tight it was and orderly it was coming into this breakout, and also here, right? These are the setups you want to look for. Look at how tight and orderly it was. Right here, it was all over the place. It's just a random up day. You have no edge buying something like this. It also had a decent setup here, but this one failed, obviously. Yeah, I saw that there's some delisting talks in these China names. It's too bad, too bad. Like, if you want to delist China names, delist all the stupid frauds. Why do you want to delist the legit ones? Makes no sense. Political gain. Luckin tastes good, yeah. Well, Luckin, I mean, it's still a legit company. They only made up 2/3 of their revenue, but other than that, it's a legit company. ALT, yeah, I think ALT it's one of these COVID names. They actually had an upgrade to 25, I think, this morning. This thing has no volume, so I'm not gonna trade it. But you know. BNTX, mRNA, oh, BNTX is pulling back. But as long as this mRNA and BNTX are holding up, you know, the whole sector is, I consider it strong. If there's two companies they shouldn't delist, it's JD and Baba. Those are wealth creation machines. Those things are gonna create so much wealth for US investors, it's not even funny. But they can delist all them. They can pretty much delist all this micro and small cap China names right out of the gate. There's nothing there probably. This laser short is a gift that keeps giving. Well, I wish I hadn't covered anything on the way down. I just wish I had kept my 130,000 shares or whatever I had up here. Riot is strong too. I looked at the Bitcoin chart. Looks pretty good. It would. My sell rules? The sell rules only apply for things I'm long. I mean, this Bitcoin, yeah, it looks like it wants to double here. It's building a big flag. Next stop, 30K, 40K, 50K. What's the market cap of Bitcoin? It's like, I think it's like 300 billion or something. 355 billion. Doesn't make any sense. It's half of Tesla's market cap. Doesn't even make any sense. Bitcoin should be a trillion dollar market cap. You really? You recovered your 2 years of losses? That's great. Congrats. Awesome. Really good. Can I quote you on Twitter, Kloklosh? That's really awesome. It's all about trading 1 or 2 setups just over and over again and compound your money. That's all what trading is all about. Exploiting an edge over and over again. David, you have 32 more years of losses to recoup. Oh, David. $32 of losses. Hey, David, why didn't you stop trading after, say, 5 years of losses or 10 years of losses? Oh, wait, Mara is back up. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's... Oh. I hate when stocks do like that. They stop you out and then they just rebound. And then you have to rebuy them higher. That's the worst thing. When you have a perfect entry, they stop you out and then you have to rebuy them higher. I love it. It's so great. Such a great feeling. Now, who was the idiot that sold it here? Like, who was the idiot that decided to sell their stocks? What's Riot doing? Oh, Riot is also strong, and GBTC. Now there's a weird wick on it, so the daily looks all fucked up. But I may add to my GBTC too. PLT. Yeah, it's kind of setting up. It's getting tight. VXRT. Oh, yeah. W, it looks okay, I guess, for a longer term entry. It's been going sideways for a long time, so that's good. And it's been building higher lows recently. That's good also. And of course, when you rebuy Mara, you don't get filled on your full position. I love it. So great. Now the next stop for laser is gonna be the 20-day moving average. That's like 20% lower, 22% lower. That's potentially big move. But I don't have that much size left. I only have 30,000 shares. Like a quarter, less than a quarter of my position. It's weird that Mara is so strong, because this thing has been showing relative weakness to Riot for like 2 weeks now. So I don't get it. APHA, good base. Yeah, the 20-day probably needs to catch up a little bit. But yeah, it's setting up. A lot of these weed names are setting up high tide flags. QS, I don't know what Clean Spark is, but QS, there are no setup here. There's no setup here. But I do hope it goes, finds support on the 10 and 20, builds a base, and then goes to 120 eventually. CLSK, thank you. Let's just stick to tickers and not names. There's no setup here either. It needs more sideways. Sure, you can absolutely go higher. I think it's a decent setup. It found support on a 10-day, closed inside of the range on Friday. Now it's breaking out of this little range. It looks better on the 60-minute. Absolutely. Oh, Riot is going also. Oh, should I add to Riot too? Fuck it, I'll max out my Interactive Brokers account. I'm gonna go full degenerate in my IB account. Why not? It's coins, guys. It's coins. The coin names. Where you going? Okay, I'm a full margin in my IB account. It's my smallest account, so I don't give a shit. I'm already up like 900% in this account. this year. Maybe I wanna go to 1,000. I wanna get to 1,000%. That's what you do in if you go on margin, full degenerate mode, Wall Street bets mode, in a good market. Let's go. Let's fucking do this. Exactly. Everyone knows there's no risk in Bitcoin. It's a safe asset. IB account. At the start of the year, I had like 150k in it, and now it's 1.7 million. Wait, I'm up 1100% in it this year. Holy shit, that's pretty amazing. But you know, I trade it differently. It's my smallest account. So what I usually do, I only buy like a few, like these. I generally buy these like micro caps and small caps that I think can make big moves, and then I like put the whole account in 1 or 2 stocks. And right now I'm in full margin in 4 stocks in that account. So I trade it a bit differently than my main accounts. I treat it Wall Street bets mode. What's the margin at the Interactive Brokers account? I don't know. The normal, I guess, like 200% overnight and 400% intraday. I don't know. There are no IB risk managers looking at my account. They're just computers. Or maybe there are. I don't know. Look, I bet most retail accounts at the Interactive Brokers look crazier than my IB account. I bet. The stupidity people have in their accounts, it's unbelievable. And some of them strike gold. But will they keep it? That's another question. If we have learned from previous bubbles, we know that most people don't keep it. Our job is to keep our money. Our job is to keep the money we make. Dash, would I buy or sell it? Yes. I would buy or sell it, but only on a good setup. And right now I don't see anything there. Yeah, IB is very automated. I don't think there are a lot of, which I like. I like it. It's very easy to, like as soon as you're about to like hit your margin limits, you get an error. You can't overstep your margin. You get these like warning message and stuff like that, which is really good. Like I got some margin calls in my Vision account last week. Like I didn't even know I had violated any margin requirements, but Vision has some pretty shitty margin rules. Like if you put more than 40% of your account in one stock intraday, you get like a margin call and stuff like that. And I think I was heavily short some stock last week. So I got like 2 margin calls, which I had to cover. But you get no message. You just get an email like the day after. Oh, by the way, you need to wire this amount, otherwise we're gonna restrict your account. I'm like, okay, thanks. It's 2020. Like you should get that information real time before it happens. Yeah, Vision is really annoying, but they do have better Yeah, exactly. IB has automated the process, which is much better. I have 2 center point accounts. Yeah, it takes about a day or two to wire from Sweden. But you gotta be careful with margin. It works in a market like this. It works really well. In a market like this, that's so this directional, you know, most of your mistakes are forgiven pretty fast. But obviously, this type of market environment is not gonna last forever. But you know, while it lasts, you gotta push it. You gotta push it because this is once in a, not once in a generational, but you know, you don't get markets like this very often. Oh yeah, Riot is going too now. I wish I could have bought more, but well, actually, could have bought more if I had used another account. Well, whatever. I'll buy GBTC. Wait, what's ETHE doing? ETHE. Maybe I'll buy some Ethereum also. It actually is better ADR than GBTC. But it's very thin. Oh my god, it's so thin. It's incredibly liquid. Oh. Your friend is going all in NIO at $9. Why is he waiting for $9? That's like 75% lower. Why is he gonna go all in at $9? Hive? What's Hive? Yeah. Yeah, did he mean 39? Did he go in at 39? Oh, he's going in at 39? Because the stock is at 40 now. Actually, it hit 39s. But then he's not going in. He's already in it. You said my friend is going all in. That means he's gonna do it. Okay, so that makes sense. He went all in at $9. Well, that's, I guess he could retire now. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. I could retire. I'm too young to retire. I'm not gonna retire in the midst of a market bubble. There's no way. create memes pro bono. Exactly. Why retire when you're doing something you like? Especially in a bull market. Like, I don't see any signs of this ending. When I start seeing signs of like the party ending, like let's say the IPO market totally craps out and stuff like that, and you see the big leaders like Tesla and Shopify and all of these things start going lower, start going down actually, well, that's maybe time for take a temporary vacation or something. Right now there's just so much money that wants to come into this market. We saw that with the Airbnb and DoorDash IPOs. They opened like how much higher from their initial pricings? Like, it's pretty incredible. There's just so much money on the sidelines. They're dying to get in. And they don't care about valuation or schmaluation or anything like that. They just want in. CRSR? I don't see a setup here. Why would anyone buy Airbnb and Dash at those prices? Because they think they can sell it higher. Like, I think the worst ones are Snow. It's a mega cap stock at 200 times sales. And also this AI. It's at 80 times sales. It had 6% revenue growth last quarter. It's okay if it had like 100% or 50%. It had 6%. It's not even a growth stock. Like, and it trades at 80 times sales. It's pretty incredible. But this can go on for a while. But it's kind of funny, like just like 3 years ago, most of these SaaS names, they were like 15, 20 times sales, and that was considered nosebleed valuations. Now most of them are like 30, 40, 50 times sales. It's kind of funny. But again, who knows? I mean, what else are you gonna do with your money? Buy treasuries? I don't know. If you buy Riot here, yeah, everyone, you can send your money to David. He has 32 years of trading losses to make back. 32 years of trading losses. What a loser. Thoughts on Apple? Yeah, well, it's a very slow stock, but it looks good. I mean, it looks like it wants to go higher. It definitely does. Hey guys, David bought Tupperware at 100. At 100, okay, at 97. David bought Tupperware at 97, just so you know. Oh. Wait, did GBTC take out the highs of the day? Why didn't my alert trigger? Let's set a new alert on it. It's weird. Yeah, so why does... No. Hey, no. It's not like that. It's not like I hate David. David hates me. I love David. Oh, so a lot of you had the TC2000 issues? Thank you, Chris. How's the option? Well, I'm in a Fastly options. It's going well so far since the stock is going. It's doing really well. It's actually building on a flag. If the 10-day, 20-day can catch up, maybe we get a real setup later this week. I would like to buy some stock on it too. Celsius, oh yeah, it looks good. It's probably gonna go to 50 without me. And B-Elite still keeps going too. What an idiot I am for selling these things. Oh well. Why is it important for the 10 and the 12? Well, instead of answering that question, you should study thousands of stocks, going back decades, study the leaders, and you will see why. You will find out. Spend a few hundred hours studying the leading stocks from different markets. Yeah, there are so many things setting up. There really are. Yeah, chase some Bond. Yeah. Is he going to jail? Kirk? Yeah, well, I don't see a good setup here. It had a great setup down here. I know some of you bought it down here. That was a 5, maybe not 5-star, but it was a really nice setup. Appen getting tighter? It's getting looser. Are you talking about Apron? What are you talking? Appen is not getting tighter. VBIV, sure. It's one of these COVID names. Tesla, nearing highs of the day again. This is a tough one. I would prefer it to be a bit tighter on the 60-minute for an entry. At point in Mara and Riot. I wouldn't be. I mean, Mara is already up 20%. Riot, yeah, maybe. If they can dip a little bit, there could be out points there, maybe. ETHE is now triggering. Rig looks fine. A line? Well, ADR 2.8. What are you looking here? What are you looking for in this stock? ADR 2.8. Hey guys, have any of you finished Cyberpunk yet? I only played a few hours this weekend. I also played some Warhammer Total War. No? Yes? David, you have finished it? I doubt it. I doubt you know what Cyberpunk is. Toku looks good. Yeah. Could have a breakout maybe tomorrow or something. Yeah, it's getting tight. I like the setup. It's been going sideways for a long time. T-Doc. It looks great on the weekly. Oh yeah, on the weekly it looks great. This 205 break is looking awesome on the weekly. On the daily it's not. It doesn't look as good, but yeah. The weekly it looks awesome. It's just like Fastly. It didn't look great on the daily chart, but on the weekly it looked awesome. And now it's higher. David also likes Lego. All these psychedelic, these low-price psychedelic stocks are going too. MMEDF and Compass are the leaders, CMPS. And then there's like a half a dozen sympathy names to those. They're getting hyped hard. All right, Mara looks great. It's already, look at Mara. It's not even an hour out of the gate, and it's already like as much volume as it has had on Friday and Thursday, almost there. So it's probably gonna be a pretty decent volume day. All right. Oh man, I'm getting tired. It's pitch black outside. This BE is setting up nicely, and BLDP BLDP faded a bit. But if it can close like in the low mid 90s, that would be great. Fuel cell looks like it's trying to find support on the 20-day. If this thing finds support here on the 20-day, closes in the range and maybe breaks out tomorrow or the next few days, it's gonna be a good setup. It's gonna be a really good setup. It's yeah, it's 4:26 p.m. It's been dark for like an hour here in Sweden. I love it. In Stockholm. Negative. The city is soulless. I don't think the city is soulless, but yeah, there's a lot of bugs, and they kind of should have launched it in like 6 months or something. They should have waited. They'd already had several delays, so I guess they kind of felt rushed into the holidays and stuff like that, but they probably should have. Yeah, it's not ready, especially on the PS4 and Xbox. It's a disaster, I heard. Like I've encountered some bugs, but but other than that, it's been really fine. I don't think. Yeah, I think the stock would have dropped anyways. because you know it's been in a big run up for like 7 years. It's a classic buy the rumor, sell the news. Rockstar created the open world and CDP are the story and side missions. Yeah. But I still like Witcher 3 more. There's too many flashing lights. There's too many. It's yeah, it's too techy. Yeah, the game will be. Yeah, Witcher 3 is a masterpiece. But I think, you know, in like 6 months, a year, when they get to, you know, patch the game a bit more, I think Cyberpunk will be a masterpiece too. I mean, none of these games were perfect when they came out. Witcher 3 wasn't perfect either, so. Amazon, yeah, Amazon, I guess yeah, Amazon looks good. It's about to break this range here, this 3200 range. I mean, this thing is another one of these growth names going sideways for. I mean, look at the weekly chart. It's a high tight flag on the weekly. This thing could go to 4,000 by January. QS, yeah, QS was shortable. Yeah, it crashed and burned. Yep. But it may find support in the 1020 and set up again. We'll see. Are we buying? Oh, guys, are we gonna buy Amazon calls? Oh no, I can't. I don't have any margin left in my IB account. That's the only account I can trade options. What do you mean not options again? I'm becoming an options pro. I'm up on my Fastly options. What do you mean? Oh my god. If you had to buy what's a strike? I'm starting to lose viewers again. Every time I start talking about options, I lose like 20% of the viewers. Oh my god. I'm the worst marketer ever. Maybe I should hire Jason Bond. He's gonna help me do some personal development. He's gonna help me to become a total psychopathic asshole. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna pay him $1,000 per hour. He's gonna need it for his legal fees. Or actually, he's not gonna need it because... yeah, he's gonna need it because his assets are frozen. Ruby? What's going on with Ruby? Oh, I haven't seen this stock in a while. Atom. I think it's getting time for some cyberpunk. ENDP breakout attempt. Yeah, it looks like a decent setup. I like it. Look at how linear and orderly it is. This is a good setup. It had a big move. It's been pulling back and now it's been digesting. It's been, you know, look at how linear this move is. It's orderly. I think it's a pretty decent setup. I like it. Damn, this mRNA is now fading. I was short it on Friday, but I had to cover after hours since it was gapping higher in after hours. And now it's straight down. Bastards. Now it's on the 10-day. Yeah, a lot of SPACs been flagging a while. Is Peloton still fine? I don't know. Is it about today's highs or today's lows? Mean today the lows of the day. Wow, Labu. Why didn't I buy this breakout? Why didn't I buy this breakout? Oh. Why didn't I buy? Yeah, some really smart people started talking about it at the 40-cent range, 30 cent, 40 cents. Judah Skiptigaseri. She actually sold her stake on Friday from like 30-cent area, so she got like a 12, 13 bagger out of it in a few months. Why didn't buy it? It was too thin. Like, what am I gonna do? Buy 1 million shares down here? Like, it traded like 500,000 shares on average. So yeah, that's why I didn't buy it. Dun, dun, dun. Why would I bother with having a bunch of tiny positions? It's a waste of time. I don't want to have 50 stocks in my portfolio. I already always struggle with too many stocks in my portfolio after a big run. I don't want to have 50 stocks. SDNE, yeah, SDNE looks good. Yep, it does look good. Alright guys, this is boring. Fuck trading. Hey David, I'm gonna go shoot some guns. David, are you proud of me? I know they're not real, like your guns. Have fun? Thanks. Stream it? Nah. DQ, I've been in since sometime last week. I don't remember. Not on Friday, earlier than Friday. Thursday, maybe. I don't remember. Alright, guys. Stream for a few minutes. Sure. Do I have to mark the... Well, I'm not gonna show you any, guys, any violence or nudity in the game. That looks like a military truck. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh. Do I have golden nails? You bet I do. But they looked better when I created character. They were shiny. And in the game, they're not shiny. They just look yellow, so I'm not happy with it. Oh, you can try to overwrite this. Wait, 6 out of 7? What does that mean? Fail. Alright, guys, enough of... Yeah, have a nice day, David. Alright, guys, good luck, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining.